So what is up guys, it's Zero here, and I'm sorry for the long delay between this video and the last video. I actually had to play the game for once. But aside from that, my business aside, let's get on with today's video. So today I have for you my Tachis list. So before we even start, I'll just say my list is not how I ideally would like it, but plan events suck, so I can't complete the deck. I can't make the deck the way I actually want it, so just keep that in mind. It's a little scuffed, but it more or less functions the same. So without further ado, let's get on with the deck list. Alright, so before we even start, I'll just say the part that I wished was different was my heal triggers and the one of. I only own 2 Dark Rex. I didn't want to play like 2 Dark Rex, 2 whatever, and 1 random heal here, so I only play the 1 Dark Rex. Ideally, the way I'd want this list would be 4 Dark Rex as the heal and 1 Volcatops as the 1 of draw. Let's just get that out of the way first. That is the only change I wish if I had more Dark Rexes, that's the only change I would make. So, ignoring that, let's just start off with the starter. We play the Baby Rex, the Ancient Dragon Baby Rex. So, its skill is when this unit is retired during your turn, CB1 call a Ancient Dragon Tyrant Legend. So, during your turn, when this card's retired, like either by you playing over it yourself or you retire it off with one of your skills, you just call a basically what's in you call this, which is basically just an 11k vanilla beater off to the rear. So and you create this out of thin air too. It's just like how Perforator creates Battle Riser and or like Cecilia creates more Cecilia. It's not out of your deck, so you're not working pretty good. Yeah, so pretty good. This is one of the cards that lets you do multi attacks and stuff because you like, eat this up or you call over it and then you just get an 11k attacker. So this card is really good. And this is definitely your starter of choice because since you're not playing the Ride Chain anymore, you don't have to play the Chrono Raptor stuff. You don't have to, and then all your other starters weren't very good to begin with anyway. So yeah, very nice addition for the deck. Next we have the 4 Ancient Dragon PGs, the Parasol. So this is the new PGs. You are Limit Breaker Alliance and you have a Breakdown in your deck, so you don't want to get held at 3 for no reason because of crit. So you do definitely play the new PGs. Ancient Dragon name can come up, I guess, but realistically it doesn't matter too much with PG. You can play either or. If you like the old PGs, you can play the old PGs. Next we have the Ancient Dragon Iguanogorg. So he is very good. He is probably the best player in the deck. So his skill is when this unit is retired on your turn, if your Vanguard is an Ancient Dragon, CB1 and you call itself back. So a play with this is basically just you eat this up for cost and then you CB1 call it back. Let's say you ate up like an egg and in a copy of it, you can use the egg to create a Tyrant Legend 11k and then you can call this behind that to make the 18k column. So yeah, pretty good. Lets you get a booster for multi attacks. Although you do have to keep in mind that this card only works if you're on an Ancient Dragon. So if you did all that stuff while on Dark Rex, you can't actually call this card out because Dark Rex is not an Ancient Dragon. But Dark Rex lets you scale your lanes and I'll get to Dark Rex later, I guess. So we'll keep up on the great ones first. Next we have the Ancient Dragon Triplasma. So he's the K clone for Ancient Dragon. So if you're front row rear, if your Vanguard is an Ancient Dragon, plus 3k during your turn, so 10k attacker. You really just don't have too many other options to play. It's an okay solid 10k attacker because you're probably stacking your stuff off anyways, so it doesn't matter that it's not intercept and attacking the front row. So solid card. But honestly, just because you think nothing really better to play. And then the last one on spot is the Ancient Dragon Gatling Garo. So his skill is on attack, you can retire another Ancient Dragon, so specifically Ancient Dragon, and he gets 5k. This card is honestly not that impressive. He's just here for namesake, I guess. But yeah, not that impressive. Okay, filler gives you a way to stack something off if you need to. You actually use the skill, it scales with any booster, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but that's still a neg at the end of the day, so yeah. Okay card, that's why it's only the one of, not amazing. Next we have the grade 2s, so we have the, I can't say this thing, it's the Ancient Dragon 12k attacker, so it's the Bedivere clone, just to keep it simple. During your turn, if your Vanguard is an Ancient Dragon, plus 3k, so 12k attacker. Pretty solid, 12k attackers are pretty good nowadays, so yeah. Pretty solid card. It can swing into Vanguard and stuff it up, needing a booster, so you don't have to kick the booster behind it. Yeah, pretty solid card. As with all 12k attackers. Next, we have the, oh my god, these names are impossible to say. We have it's the Ancient Dragon 10k Vanilla. it's on name, so that's how you play. You also again don't have too much else better to play, so you do opt to play this. 10k ride is also really good because it's harder to aggro a 10k base than a 9k base. Solid card, nothing else to say. Next we have the Ancient Dragon Dino Crowd. So this is the exact same thing as the one upgrade one that we played, but he's a grade 2 instead, so he's still an intercept. But yeah, his skill, same thing. On attack, eat up retire a Ancient Dragon and plus 5k. But since he's 9 plus 5 is 14, 14 plus any 7k is 21, so this thing does make magic numbers. Yeah, this card's a lot better than the grade 1. And that's why we have it at 3. But again, this card does need to eat stuff up for cost, so that's why you don't play it at 4. This get a little awkward sometimes, but yeah. And then next we have just the old 10k vanilla. There wasn't really too much to play. You could play the counter chargers in these slots, but I personally found that I didn't really need the counter charge in the deck, so that's why I just chose to play more vanillas, because 10ks are cool. 10k rides are cool. So yeah. These can be whatever. I personally just like 10k vanilla. And next for the grade 3, so this is one of the neutral pros from the recent event, the Ancient Dragon Spinal Driver. So he is the break ride. So his skill is Limit Break 4 when you ride on it. You do this you get the new Vanguard gets 10k in a crit. So like similar to Ashley, if you know what she does, 10k in a crit. But his other skill is now you retire 2 rears. If you don't have 2, you only have 1, you retire the 1. And you draw the same number of cards that you retired. So if you retire 2, you draw 2. If you retired 1, you draw 1. So you sack stuff off. They can proc their stuff. You get the cards back. So even if the cards you sacked off didn't have any one retired skills, you still just you break even at worst. So yeah, pretty solid skill. And then his other skill is when attacking a Vanguard plus 3k. So waterfall skill, I like to call it the waterfall clause. Lets you scale lanes really well because 14 plus 7 again is 1121, so you can scale Vanguard lane really well. To be any card, this skill is a pretty solid card to begin with, and then the break rad skill is pretty good too. So yeah, solid card. And next up, we have the other neutral pool rare, the Ancient Dragon Tyranno Legend. So his skill is Limit Break 4. On attack, you retire 3. Alright, we're saying one for the break ride, the sack is mandatory, so you can't say no to the sack. If you ride on top of it, well, you have Limit Break, you have to sack. You don't have a choice here. Just a little something that you should keep in mind. Yeah, with the Tyranno, back to the Tyranno Legend. His skill is Limit Break 4 when attacking, sack any 3 rears. So this is not only Ancient Dragon, it can be anything. It gets 10k and a crit, and you create a copy of the Baby Rex. So you attack, you sack 3 off, you proc whatever skills you want, and he creates a copy of your starter, which in turn you can later on sack off to make another 11k to attack with. So pretty good synergy here. The buff that they gave to Tyranno Legend to make the egg is super good, because you just get an extra card back. So you can honestly look at the sack 3 as closer to sack 2. And since it's a booster, you can just make lanes with this, so yeah, really pretty good. And then CB2 for 5k power, this never comes up. I don't think I've ever used this, because it gets a 10k power by itself. So yeah, the skill, as far as I'm concerned, is flavor text. Pretty cool flavor text. Yeah, other than that, this card is pretty solid. There definitely is an alternate build where you basically ignore the break ride, and you just go straight full Tyranno Legend, and you just use self pings, and just to get the crit pressure off early, which it's cool. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it, but it's something you can try out if you want. Next up, like I said before, this is my filler heal. It's the do double rare from the set. It's the Volcatops. So his skill is Limit Break 4 once per turn. You can CB1 and retire an Ancient Dragon. So again, this one is specific on name. And you have 2 of your rears get 5k power. Wow, very impactful Limit Break, right? Yeah, this card is. I'll go with that second skill boost, and then on attack you can retire any rear to give himself 5k. So the reason this skill isn't very good in 0 because like power is cool at all, but you still have to beat past the intercepts. So this power might as well do nothing unless they have no intercepts and you're just going from like try to push from 3 to 6. Other than that, this skill is pretty whatever, honestly speaking. This skill is actually nice because you can use this to like reset a lane or something like that with like Baby Rex or the Iguanogorg, and then he himself also scaled after that. So honestly, this skill's a lot better than Limit Break. So Limit Break skill is like rarely used if you're actually forced to ride into him. Yeah, this card is, again, he's filler at best. Not too amazing. Next we have the Dark Rex. So his skill is, give me a sec, I do not remember off the top of my head. I never get to use it because I only have one copy of it. But yeah, his skill is, alright, his skill is Limerick 4 from the bind zone. At the end of the battle that your grade 3 Vanguard attacked and the attack did not hit. So the attack has to not connect, so either you like flip the crit and they basically if they PG'd it, so that's all where all the cool crit comes in, because the crit means they will PG it from like 4 damage. You can retire 3 of your rears to ride this card a stand and then draw 2 cards. So this lets you this gets you an extra Vanguard attack. The only problem with this card is that it's 10k base, meaning when you re-ride, you basically have to have a booster for the Vanguard, because if you don't, this thing is probably not hitting unless you flip the trigger. And the way you get this card to the bind zone is from your hand, you bind him to give a unit plus 3k. Honestly speaking, this skill is nice when your opponent's at 5, but when they're not at 5, the skill is kind of meh, because again, it's 10k base, so you have to have a booster behind it, meaning you have to stack off a front row unit. So you can't have double intercept if you do that. So that makes he makes things really awkward because he's only a 10k base. But this skill is really nice because you can use this to scale your lanes. Yeah. This deck, yeah. So this is the deck again. Ideally, these are 4 Dark Rexes, and the Wolf Club is the one. So sloppy. The ratio of these 2 are you have them. Yeah, this is my list. I played around the deck for a bit. It's honestly not that amazing. Like even if I had the more Darkness, I don't think this deck would be too much better. You can definitely play around with the ratios and stuff, play around self-pings, all the good stuff. You can play the Brachio package too. I tried it myself, but I didn't like it because it lets you, it doesn't, the cards that you play don't scale properly, but hey, if you like it, you can play them. But yeah, after this, I'll have some games for you guys, but stick around to the end this time, because in one of the games, my brain just could not comprehend how to do the multi-attack stuff, so I made like a big boo-boo. I didn't get punished. I saw a trigger, but you can have fun seeing me trying to figure out what the right way to do the attack was with chat. So yeah, if you want to stick around for something funny at the end, I'll have that at the end. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Holy shit! As you can see, I don't fucking use paint like ever. So I had what, like this, like one circle, second circle. Holy shit! Let's not do it like this. Well, what the hell is my? I should remember what the fuck my board was. My board was like, I had Tyranno on Vanguard. Alright, Tyranno Legend. Then I had what? I had Double Grade 2. What the hell is that card even called? What the hell is that card even called? Yeah, I had the Egg. Holy shit. Egg. And then I had what? The grade 1 dude. Grade 1 dude, the grade 1 dude that comes back. 10k attacker. And then I had the double sack. So sack grade 2. Holy shit, I hate using paint. Alright, yeah, this was my board. This was my board. So I attack with what? So I say attack with this. Attack with left. Wait, so holy shit, this is so confusing. Why is this deck so hard? So, attack with left, and attack with the right without retiring, and then hit. I sack what? These 3 off, I guess. Wait, what the hell? Oh, wait, I'm actually stupid. The order I went for is like this. Yeah, I know that much. That isn't the grade 1, yeah. Oh, is that what I fucked up? So I could have gone here, or like, I guess either side. So here, no sack. Here, retire this off, and then recall it. And then hit, right? And then I sack. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Oh, this is so hard. Why is this so hard? No, so I need to retire the egg. All right, Kazar, can you just give me a step-by-step on how I'm supposed to do this? This is so hard. Like, my mind actually cannot comprehend this. This deck is too hard for me. Alright, attack with left. Alright, so hit. Alright, cool. We kill the intercept. Alright, sick. We kill the intercept. The intercept's dead. I'm assuming I don't sack. Attack with right. Oh, no retire. Okay, cool. We kill both intercepts now. Okay. And then Vanguard. We kill 1, 2, 3. Oh, it was. Oh my god. This was so simple, and I made it so much harder than it needed to be. Okay, I see it now. I sack off like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah, holy shit! This is so much. Yeah, I see it now. So I sack off like 1, 2, 3, and then this becomes an egg now. And then the grade 1 spawns itself, and then the egg spawns grade 3. Okay, I figured it out. This is so much. I made that so much more unnecessary. Holy shit. Alright, I figured it out now.